Hello viewers, well here is another extended trailer for Ridge Racer Unbounded, plus a bunch of new screenshots we're going to be looking at in just a moment. But first, let's check out the trailer.
Peggy 7.
There used to be a joke back in the day at the office that maybe we get to do like a sequel to one of the really established racing franchises, and Ridge Racer was always like this blue sky thing that like, come on, like that would ever happen.
Right, we're at the world famous Kouvola racetrack doing some drifting with cars and seeing what that feels like. Crazy stuff. That was awesome.
The first time that I heard that I would get to produce a Ridge Racer title, I literally screamed out in joy. It's so cool to be working on such an established series with like 18 years of history behind it.
Ridge Racer has always been this really fun, arcadey, smooth and clean type of game
with sleek graphics, techno music.
It's a huge deal for Bugbear, but also I think it's a big deal to Namco as well, because they want to see whether Ridge Racer could be something else. Is there something more than it could be, that it hasn't been before? And like this very dedicated fan base that we are trying to speak to and reach out to, and hopefully also getting to expose it to a brand new audience.
If you want to say like it's been the light game and this is going to be Unbounded is going to be the dark game. It's about the cars and the destruction.
That's what we do really well. We break cars and we break cities.
I'm scared already. I'm going to die.
Ridge Racer Unbounded is a game where you drive recklessly like a badass. You're doing drifting. It's some of the old school Ridge Racer mechanics combined with new destruction.
And the other thing is that we're bringing in this whole creation and social element.
Creating tracks in our city editor will be as easy as creating tracks with these kind of trio blocks. Just in few seconds, you will have your own track and you can start driving around with the car.
Within Shatter Bay, there are districts that you as the player will go and start taking over.
The main character name is Kara Shindo. She's the leader of the Unbounded, the gang of drivers wreaking havoc in Shatter Bay.
And we will be starting to reveal more and more about her as you increase in ranks and go through the game.
In Ridge Racer Unbounded, you are the fist that goes through the wall.
This trailer for Ridge Racer Unbounded then, certainly looking good so far. It's a very different type of game, isn't it? We've got these screenshots here. As we've talked about in our early gameplay videos, it's not a traditional Ridge Racer, and I think initially many people were seeing this as the direct sequel to Ridge Racer, as was myself. You know, as soon as you hear of a new Ridge Racer game, wow, we're going back to Ridge City. But this is a whole different just take on the Ridge Racer theme, really. Much more aggressive sort of approach to racing, combining elements of many racing games we've seen before, and we've talked about those such as Burnout and everything else. So this is Ridge Racer attempting to form a new niche for itself. We can see here a range of different screenshots. The game is coming along quite a lot, bit by bit, but still, despite all these videos, there are still modes that are hidden, online modes, stuff like that. I love this neon nighttime glow. That's really nice. Looking forward to seeing some of that running and what the final game runs like as well, frame rate, everything else, and multiplayer modes. You know, there are bound to be a bunch of multiplayer modes that we're looking forward to, as well as this whole sort of truck destruction business, which I actually found a lot of fun. Again, complete departure. And then you have these super high speed cars. Again, we haven't seen any of this yet. So there's loads and loads of the game at the moment that's still yet to be revealed, and we'll look forward to it. And I'm sure there's going to be enough to keep Ridge Racer fans happy. Of course, we'll attempt to bring you a review of Ridge Racer on the Vita in the coming weeks, if we can get our hands on a Vita. Indeed, that's the key thing at the moment. But certainly, as a massive Ridge Racer fan, I like to cover anything Ridge Racer, and I think at the moment, I think we just have to look at this game in a different light, that this is Ridge Racer Extra, and that the core Ridge Racer will one day return. So we can see here's some car sort of background pictures, if you like, some wallpapers they've put out, the different key cars in the game. You'll recognise some of these from Ridge Racer's new and from Ridge Racer's old. Some classics in here. These are of course the new bunch. As we go through the many different types of lowriders on display, and you'll, I'm sure, see many of these in Unbounded. And of course then we have the Ridge Racer 4 style car here back in the day, and that's Ridge Racer 7 I believe, and of course the original Ridge Racer car as well. So lots to see, lots still to be revealed in this game, and even though this trailer reveals a lot about the developers and their passion for Ridge Racer, it's still going to be some time before we see the final game. So I'm hoping to bring you a full preview and review of the game in the next sort of coming weeks. But that's it from me for now, viewers on Ridge Racer. More soon.